Okay, so hello again. It is your friend Christy Schmier here. Hopefully, probably not getting sick of me. This is for Get Off Your Butts on behalf of Team Melissa and Christy, and we're doing your bonus interviews. So these are for the people who have upgraded to either I've Got Big Butts or Fly by the Seat of Your Pants, and I see Joy laughing. So this is for all you guys who upgraded, who decided you want a little more. We just had way too much content to fit into the 3 weeks, so we decided to add some of it, some of the wisdom from some of my amazing friends as bonus material. So they're going to give you some examples of how butts are affecting their life and how a tip for you to use to help you get over your butts. So today I'm talking to one of, I'm going to say, like, my top 5 favorite people on earth. I love Joy. Her name is Joy, and she brings me joy. I love, love, love Joy. I tower over her. I think I'm twice her height. She's my wee, lovely friend that I adore. And I am really excited to talk to her today and to share her with you. So I know Joy, she talks about people's sacred femininity. So her and her partner, they talk about a lot about relationships and who we are in relationships, about being accountable in a relationship, about being the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine, and about those roles and that relationship and that dynamic. They have really cool stuff, and Joy embodies everything about accountability, excitement, enthusiasm for life. She's just a joy to be around. Like, I'm sorry, it's cheesy, but she really is. So we're going to talk to her, and first I'm going to switch so you can see her lovely face. And so hi, Joy.
Hello.
So first, if you want to tell people about some butts that you've had on your way to success.
Sure. Yeah. Well, like everybody else so far, probably, I have tons of butts. But the big one that I would like to share today is one of my butts right before I have this great relationship that I have now, which is like, I want to talk about relationship and love, which is really our topic with my work. And I was married, and then I got divorced, and after that, talk about tons of butts. It's like, I would love a relationship, I would love a great partner, I would love to be in a great intimate partnership, but I'm divorced. But I'm old. I was like late 30s when I got divorced, but I'm old. And then also the big one for me emotionally, I'm sure a lot of women could probably relate to, was like, I was rejected the first time. So why would somebody want me? And also at that time, I couldn't have any children. It was some medical thing. So it was really like, I'm broken. But I'm not, quote unquote, a woman. I mean, that was a big butt for me at that time that I really had to deal with. And so it was really something that really affected me. So, and other things. I mean, I go through all the other butts, but I don't have enough money, but I don't have enough time, but I don't have, but I'm not ready, all that stuff. But the big one that I'd like to share is that one. And you want to share, like, how I got over that now, Christine?
Well, I just want to touch on that for a second, and like how grateful I am that you shared that, because we haven't really touched on that, and I know people who say that same thing, and so I am so grateful that you touched on that, because it's something that I think we haven't really done. So yeah, if you have a tip now for how you got over that butt, or how you would invite others to get over it.
Yeah, so definitely it's something deep and emotional that I yearn for and long for, and women can really relate to that. So for me, it's like I really got, the tip for me is like I really wanted to, like, looking at why I wanted that, like kind of like the big why. It's like my deep desire. Yeah. So you see, usually we have butts because we're wanting something. Yeah. There's a possibility that we saw. There's something, a future that we want for ourselves, and also our heart really is yearning for it. So for me, it's like, why am I wanting this? And so whenever we want something, whenever we see a possibility, a butt will show up. Almost instantly, a butt will show up because our past is going to tell us something. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's like really going for that, no, but my heart's yearning for this. No, but it's like taking that risk. Right. That's what I would give you a tip for. It's like the risk to go for what your heart's yearning for is worth it. Because there's nothing guaranteed one way or the other. So you might as well go for that one thing that your heart is really yearning for. And that's what I did. I just went for it. I didn't know how it's going to look like. I didn't know what it's going to show up, but I went for it. And I'm in a great partnership with someone for over 13 years now. And I won't have this if I just stop myself and say, oh, but I can't, but I'm broken, but I'm not a woman anymore, but whatever. So that's what I would say is like really looking at the big picture, why you're even considering that thing. Because the butts will show up no matter what. And here's the thing, like, you already got what you got. Like, all your butts has you what you got. And that's what I had to deal with. Like, my butt had me be at home, feeling sorry for myself. It's like, that's what I got.
Yeah.
So you just look at what you have. Your butt has you what you got right now. So you deal with your butt, you look at why you have that butt, and you just get real. Just ask yourselves, like, is this worth it? And usually it is. If it's something that really matters to you,
yeah,
it's worth taking that risk.
You know what I heard in what you said too, Joy, and I'm not sure if this is what you intended, but I just think it's an interesting point. When you get butts, it's almost like a sign that you're on the right path, because butts only show up when something's worthy of you. They only show up when something is really, like, a goal is worthy of you. And so I just think that's something useful, and really, I don't know if that's what you intended to say, but that's something I kind of grabbed out of that too.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so, I mean, yeah, when we want to create something new and different, there's always going to be a but, because it hasn't been done before.
Right.
So it's actually information is what it is. Mm-hmm. It's not like, it's not a way to, like, retreat. It's actually, I wonder what that means. Right. I wonder what will, like, all of a sudden it's a nice little inquiry for yourself. It's information.
Right. I love this, one of my favorite, like, kind of maxims to live by is, there's no such thing as failure, there's only feedback. And that's a perfect example. The butts are just feedback.
Yeah, no, that's great, Christy. Yeah, it's totally. It's all it is. And, there's small butts. There's butts that's typical circumstantial stuff. But I wanted to share today is, like, there's those deep desires that we all want. And usually those are the ones that have the big butts. That are like, we're just dragging it and we're resisting it like crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Miss Joy. And so you guys have gathered a whole bunch of tips now. This is, I believe, the last tip I have for you before we start next week, next Tuesday, April 3rd, with Miss Andrea J. Lee. So you're going to have access to these. We're going to move them around a little bit, secret ninja-like, but you're going to have access to these for a while, and I really hope that you enjoy them. I hope you get something from them, and you get to meet my cool friends. And Joy, before we leave you, if, like, you and Brian do a lot of work around relationships with other people, helping people with their relationships, helping women get into their sacred femininity, men getting into their sacred masculinity, so that there's not so much, discord in the relationship. So if someone wanted to work with someone like you, how would they go about doing that?
Well, for me, my division is called relaxingintosuccess.com. So it's relaxingintosuccess.com, and that's how they would find me.
Cool.
And, if it's, and I'll just refer them from there. But that would be the place. And you guys, go for all this butt stuff that Melissa and Chris is doing, because it's really amazing work they're doing. And thank you for doing this, Christy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you to pieces.
I love you too.
Okay, so we're just going to smile at each other for a bit here while the camera catches up with what we were saying. So I'm just watching the other screen, waiting for you to dance, so I know that the lag time. There we go. Okay.